Hello, this is Gihan Perera. As a leader, would you say that your team is resistant to change or more open to and embracing change? This is really important because there's a lot of change happening outside. And if you've got a team that's resistant to change or slow to change, it's going to be very difficult to navigate those changes that are happening externally. And this question came up recently when I was speaking at a senior leaders forum for one of my clients, and we're talking about what it takes to be a future-ready leader. And one of the participants asked me a question about change. She's inherited a team that she says is very resistant to change. It's very difficult to get them to think and do differently. And she said, what can I do? And I said, look, there's bad news and there's good news. The bad news is you can't just click your fingers and hope that you can change overnight. Change sometimes takes time. The good news is that you can facilitate that change in a low risk way by taking small steps, doing little activities that get people to change in a very low risk way. So I gave her some examples of activities that she could try. Here's one that she decided to try with her team. So I call it Teach Me. It's a very simple activity, and the idea is that at a regular staff meeting, you invite one of your team members to prepare beforehand to teach the rest of the team something that they know that they think other people might be interested in. It could be something from their professional role. It might be designing, here's how to design a better PowerPoint slide, or here's how to start a difficult conversation with one of your teammates. Or it could be something from their personal life, like, here's how to make an origami crane, or here's teach you a little magic trick that you can show to your friends and family. The idea is not the content of what they're teaching and the content of what people are learning, but the idea is that everybody in the team is learning something new. And learning is about change, especially if they can actually do the activity in the session itself. I'll teach you a little magic trick, now do it. Okay, and it can be something very simple. It only needs to take 5 or 10 minutes. But this is one activity that you can do to start getting people open or more open to change. Now, do you think that Teach Me is something that you can do with your team? If so, great, go ahead and do it. If not, I've got a worksheet with 12 of these activities that you might want to consider doing with your team. So download it. I'm sure that you won't use all 12 of them, but there are enough in there that you might find 2 or 3 or 4 that you think will resonate with your team. And the idea behind this is that you don't introduce these activities as saying, we need to be more change ready, we need to be more open to change. You just introduce it as a little activity that you're going to do in team meetings, in your regular work, and just introduce it with very low risk, but with the potential for high return, because it encourages people to change. If you find the activity doesn't work, just give up on it. Choose a different one and try it. But the idea is to make change happen in small steps. If you'd like to talk to me about how we can work together to help your team be more future ready and more open to change, I'd love to have a chat with you about that as well. I'll see you in the future.